3.
Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and this is...
Also your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt.
And we're coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas with Jonathan this morning. And Jonathan came in and says, so this is what retirement looks like for you, huh? So, you know, I'm 64 years old right now. I've been practicing 42 years. My retirement is my life, chiropractic, so I'm in here continuing to transition the practice over to Tristan, and he's adjusting the majority of the patients who come in here now.
Yes, sir.
And doing
Friday.
Exactly the same techniques.
Monday through Friday.
That's right.
Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Fridays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So even on Thursdays and Fridays, we're available for you guys here in Houston or even outside.
And Renee and I never used to answer the phone, but you could actually call them at 281-405-2611 or text that number even and schedule your appointment to get in here and get the ring dinger and the three-dimensional BioPhysics adjustments.
Yes, sir.
Or book it online.
Or book it online.
Or you can book it online, that's right.
Advanced Houston Chiropractor.
He's old school. He's known me for a while. Yep. So, would you mind sharing with our YouTube audience, Jonathan, why you come back in here to get adjusted and get your tune-ups?
Well, it was the first time I came with like a pinch nerve. As soon as I saw Dr. Gregory, he adjusted me, and out of 10 of the pain, I came out of here with a 4. I see him for a couple of times in the week, and 2 or 3 visits, I was already fixed. And now every time I come over here for a tune-up, anytime I feel a discomfort on my back, I come to see this man.
That's because you're listening to your
Yes.
body and your brain telling
Yes,
you
sir.
need a tune-up, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's what we do with our people. We get people well as quickly as possible here. We don't put people on long, 3 times a week for 6-month treatment programs like a lot of chiropractors do. We're gonna see you till we get you stable, and then once you're stable, you can come in when you feel like you need the tune-up.
Yes, sir.
And that's how we do business here.
Yes, sir. And we give patients tools and exercises too, just to
Yes,
make sure
home
that
exercises, homework.
if anything flares up on them outside the office, we've got some tools in their toolbox that they're able to pull out and use just to provide some relief, and then they know that they need to get in for that tune-up adjustment that next time that they can. So.
And activities of daily living that they can do, how to sleep
sir.
properly, the 10-minute brisk
Ergonomics
walk,
while you're
computer
driving,
stuff,
sitting.
texting all the
Yes, sir.
time. I
Give
mean,
them
there's a
all kinds
reason that your spine goes out of place. I just did an interview with Men's Health magazine this morning, and she asked me what the attraction was for people who love hearing the cracks on seeing our YouTube video. I said, well, it all boils down to it's a brain-based thing.
Yes, sir.
Brain hears those cracks and it automatically releases endorphins into your system and gives you a neuroplastic reaction to that adjustment. I said, that's why our crack addicts love us, is because they actually feel good watching our videos.
That's why they come
And it
back.
feels
to
even better in person though, huh,
Yes,
Jonathan?
sir.
That's why they come back to the licensed crack dealer. Huh?
That's right. Yeah, we're the only licensed crack dealer in this part of the town.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, let's show them your posture first. Okay, let's have you flex your head forward and backwards. And then neutral. See, he's still a little forward. I mean, that's the patient's number one issue, and I bet you he's still sleeping with the pillow under there.
I've been trying to take it off since you told me.
You know what Try did though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll quit getting on you. Now he's good though. He's listening to his body. He's getting in here with a tune-up instead of getting back in that pain mode. Because once you let things go back so severe that you get in the pain mode, you're risking getting a herniated disc.
Yep.
And those are much harder to deal with. But here, head up this way, Jonathan.
It's also been great having Dr. Johnson back in the office too, because we've been able to kind of bridge the gap for some of the returning patients also, who, because again, with the ring dinger, there's not many practitioners out there
Right.
that are providing this adjustment. So
That are proficient at it.
Exactly, they're proficient at it. And so that's why it's been great for Dr. Johnson to come back in and help with some of those patients that are maybe a little uncomfortable at first with letting somebody else give them this adjustment. And so with them here in the office, they're able to see that I'm engaged with all the interactions. I see all the patients with Dr. Johnson, so I'm very much involved and always learn from this man.
Well, you're always seeing it. You're seeing most of it now, too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice deep breath through your nose, Johnson. Keep your teeth together. Yes, sirree. That's why we call it ring dinger. We ring the bell every time, huh, Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. No, let me do it for you. It works better if you let me do it. I'm not gonna force it though. All right, let's have you go on and tell me for me, please, sir. Left leg short by about 1/4 of an inch. Bring it up, it gets longer by 1/2 an inch. I bet that tightens up in your low back a little bit, Jonathan, does it? Yep, raised up, yep. You know, that's the other thing too, when I was talking to this writer for Men's Health, she goes, your videos are different than a lot of the other chiropractors' videos because you seem to teach more of the science, art, and philosophy of chiropractic, not just suggesting hot chicks in yoga pants all the time. Oh, you had Bradley on here, man.
Yep.
Huh?
One of our big ex-football
Yeah.
players.
420 pounds, I think. Yes, sir. Boy, that's gonna feel better, Jonathan. See, it's exactly even now. And it stays even. That should have felt less tight that time. So that's when the leg gets even, that's a positive deer field for showing the SI joint subluxation on that side. Because it's not that the leg's anatomically shorter than the other one. It's a physiological, biomechanical change because the pelvis is rotated, subluxated, and that's what brings the leg up to get short. Also, positive knocklet is when you bring the leg up and it tightens up in the lumbosacral spine region, and that's always negative after we do these adjustments as well. Good, okay, let's turn you on your back, please. Slide down this way just a tad, there you go. Good, okay, now let's go ahead and put both arms out, palms up. There you go, you can relax your hands right there now. Let me have this leg like a limp rag, Jonathan. There we go. Should have felt that from your knee all the way up to your lower back. Same thing here. Yes, sir. Being all cooperative today, except for that neck. Let's sit you up face towards shallow. There. Yep. People are always wondering, what does cracking the fingers have to do with chiropractic? If you know anything about neurophysiology, when you affect any synovial joint, changing the position of that joint, proprioceptive afferent neurology goes from that joint to the brain. The brain analyzes that and then sends back efferent messages throughout the entire body to readapt to that particular joint mobilization.
The proprioceptive response, and that's why we think with chronic pain we get the great results. We're stimulating
Quickly.
so many proprioceptive responses.
It's like a massive bombardment.
Flooding the brain with proprioceptive information.
Overrides the pain gate too.
As opposed to the chronic pain that a lot of patients are in that come into our office.
And it didn't take us long to get you out of pain completely, did it?
No.
2 or 3 visits.
Yes.
And that's usually the normal course for most patients, 2 or 3 visits.
Yes, sir.
I often tell patients, if I'm not helping you by the 3rd day, I'm not your guy.
And we have that open, honest conversation
That's
with
right.
all of our patients every single time that they come in.
That's right.
Because if they aren't getting relief in this office,
We don't want them to.
exactly. We want to help
Waste
them
their
find
time or money.
Yeah, and we want to help them find relief. So
That
we're
doesn't
working
happen
on-
very often though.
That not very often, no sir. No,
Okay,
sir.
let's get you up here and shoot you now, Jonathan. I love you, but I'm still gonna shoot you. Well, look at your posture already. See how your head came up, your shoulders squared off?
Mhm.
Pretty cool, huh? That's the really fun thing about chiropractic. Not only can the patients feel the difference immediately, you can actually look in the mirror and visibly see the difference in your biomechanics and your posture, because posture is a mirror of your spinal biomechanics. Try that again, Jonathan. This should feel even smoother.
Mhm. Sir.
Cool deal. Are you hurting anywhere right now?
Oh no, I actually came with a little discomfort in my lower back and kind of like a little like a uncomfort in my groin. And
Right.
after I got the reindeer, went all the way down to the
And see, we
pelvis,
didn't
and now
even
I'm like,
adjust his groin. We adjusted the part of the spine that supplies nerves to the groin.
Yes, sir.
That's how chiropractic works.
Absolutely.
Is communicating from the brain to the body without interference, and subluxation is an interference of that nerve supply.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and this is
Also, your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wendt.
Jonathan. He's from the Houston area here. He comes in for regular tune-ups because he wants to stay healthy as
Yes,
opposed
sir.
to chasing that sciatica all the
Yes.
time, huh?
and you gotta come see the best.
Yeah, and the best.
Yes.
I hand chose this man for a
Sir.
reason.
Look forward to working with you
Yes.
myself, Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll see y'all soon.